Hi everyone, Kat here, and I'm going to be playing through Pokémon Sword and Shield as Rose's now confirmed niece, Penny, who has just woken up in Gloria's body, but she might be a bit slow on the uptake there. I know Sword and Shield has gotten kind of a bad rap for its story, so I'm going to see what I can do with it. I'll read the canon lines as is, but I'll build a new story around them by narrating Penny's thoughts, cutting some scenes differently, and adding extra dialogue via phone calls between the characters. With all that in mind, let's go. So as our story starts, Penny wakes up and finds that she's apparently fallen asleep on a couch somewhere. She slowly sits up and she doesn't quite feel like herself. Or more accurately, she doesn't quite recall what herself should feel like. She's at least holding her phone and there's a video starting to play. She checks it out. Looks like it features her Uncle Rose. In front of a very, very large crowd because that's pretty much where he always is. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the wonderful world of Pokémon. Our beloved Galar region is a wonderful place with thriving nature. Beautiful cities, and many Pokémon with which we share our lives. As you know, our society is able to thrive. Thanks to help from these mysterious creatures that we call Pokémon. Yes, Pokémon are all around us, in the sea, in the sky, and even with us in our towns. And those of us who choose to raise and train Pokémon to do battle and compete, we call them Pokémon Trainers. Oh, but I'm getting carried away. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rose, and it is a pleasure to be here. Now, turn your gaze to the Galar region's greatest Pokémon trainer, your undefeated champion. It's time for Champion Leon's exhibition match! Exhibition or not, Leon, your pristine record is about to end when I beat you here today. You know I don't lose battles, Raihan. Charizard Dynamax. The video ends just as her phone buzzes with an incoming message from an unknown sender. All right, I'm giving you one chance, and one chance only, to fix this. If your memories are too foggy to recall what I mean, go along with what your mother tells you for now. I'll be in touch. Hello, hello! Okay, that voice sounds familiar. Oh, that your new flash phone, Penny? Were you watching Lee's exhibition match on it? But you can't cheer him on with your hands full. You know the only way to properly cheer on Lee would be his famous Charizard pose. Okay, she does recognize Hop. He's the champion's brother after all. Oh, Hop, I didn't expect to see you here today, dear. Isn't this the big day? She doesn't recall being close friends, but she could say that about almost everyone she's ever met. Yeah, that's exactly why I came running over to get Penny. Never mind watching the match now. I got it recording at home anyway. I record all my brother's matches. Come with me, Penny. He should be here any minute. And Lee always brings presents when he visits, so I wouldn't forget that bag if I were you. Now I've got to run. See you at the mine later. She gives him a polite smile and looks around the room trying to get her bearings here. She has a feeling he does not mean the Eevee bag. Alright, her mom looks familiar at least. Got her reading glasses on. If you're looking for your bag, Penny, didn't you leave it in your room? Oh, and grab yourself a hat for the weather as well. Right, if I can figure out where my room is supposed to be. Okay, so what does Penny know for sure here? She seems to be in some version of her house with her mom. And her room is somewhat familiar. Eevee tail poster. Oh, and of course this. It's a plush of the Pokemon Eevee. It is super soft to the touch. There's no mirror here, but she can see her hair. Hey, why is it all one color? The latest video game console is sitting by the telly. There's that at least. This space actually reminds her a lot of her room when she was younger, before she got a lot of her high-tech computer equipment. She grabs her mom's old bag. That's familiar too. She'd actually call it her third favorite bag, right behind her Eevee backpack and her shiny Eevee backpack. Oh, don't you look a treat. I knew that bag would suit you. Now hurry along. Hop is waiting, isn't he? Don't need to remind me. But remember, no going into the forest for the two of you. And that comment is probably directed much more towards Hop than her. This outfit definitely isn't her either. And her hair being all one color, ugh. This is seriously weird. Well, time to go see what Hop wants. Have a look at you, Penny. That old bag looks like it could pull you over. At least we know that it should hold anything Lee might bring, even if it's as big as a Snorlax. You call it big, I call it practical. A Wooloo? But what's it doing here? You silly Wooloo, I see what you're up to. Don't go using tackle on that fencing. No, you listen. No going past that fence. No. Everyone knows scary Pokemon live in the Slumbering Weald. Yeah, that Wooloo doesn't care. Huh, well now that that's taken care of, how about it, Penny? Let's race. But I can make it to my house first, what with you lugging that old bag. Quit making fun of my bat. Never mind, he's gone. All right, here we go. No mysterious phone calls on the way to his house. And there's a battle court in his yard. Why does that not surprise me? Mom, is he here? There you are at last, Hop. Oh, you brought along Penny. Hello, dear. Yeah, but where's Lee? Have you got him crammed in a cupboard? He's still not here yet for the 100th time. Honestly, Hop, you must learn some patience. He probably only just arrived at the station in Wedgehurst. Then that's where I'm going. You know Lee is hopeless with directions. I'll make sure he doesn't get lost on the way. Oh, will you? Oh, yes, that's probably for the best. You've got to come with, Penny. You've never met my bro before, right? You can't miss out on your chance to meet the undefeated champion. I'll wait for you out on the route. Penny's not actually that great with directions herself, but in comparison to Leon, no one seems to remember that. Penny makes her way down the road. She doesn't really want the mysterious stranger to call back, but she also kind of does, so she'll know what's going on. Let's get a move on. Only remember, Penny, wild Pokemon could come out of nowhere if you walk through tall patches of grass. I've got my Wooloo with me, so I'm ready for anything. But not you, Penny, so we'll steer clear of the grass until then. Alright, so Penny has started to figure out that she's woken up apparently as a completely new trainer, who's not allowed to go in the tall grass yet. That's embarrassing. At least she doesn't have to worry with her own directional problems since there's a giant crowd around the train station. And of course, there's the champion. Penny does not like all the loud cheering here. Hello, Wedgehurst! Your champion Leon is back! I promise I'll do my best to deliver the greatest battles for all of you to watch! It's our unbeatable champion! Leon, you and Charizard are the greatest! Well, thank you for that! I hope you'll carry on training up your Pokémon and never shy from battle. Then come challenge me for the champion title. We're on it. We've all been working on our battle skills just like you taught us to, Lee. But that Charizard of yours is too strong for the likes of us to take on. Too true that Charizard is blazingly strong, but other Pokemon can be strong as well. That's why I want to challenge the strongest of challengers to fill the gym challenge and come battle me. My wish is for Galar's trainers to work together to become the greatest in all the world. Lee! Hop! So my #1 fan in all the world has come out of his way to pick me up. Look at you, Hop. I reckon you've grown exactly 1.25 inches since the last time I saw you. Bingo! That's the sort of sharp eye that's kept you undefeated so long, huh, Lee? And these bright eyes over here. I've got it. You must be Penny, am I right? I've heard loads about you from my little brother. I am Galar region's greatest ever Pokemon champion and a massive Charizard fan to boot. People call me the unbeatable Leon. Come on, Lee, and you, Penny. Bet I could beat both of you back. That Hop, always wanting to be the best, isn't he? With a proper rival of his own, I bet he'd push himself to be something truly special. Well, everyone, I bid you farewell for today, but don't you fret. I'll be around to make sure everyone in Galar can have a champion time. Come on, Lee. You promised us a present, so out with it. You brought Penny and me Pokemon. You did, didn't you? I know you must have. All right, then. The greatest gift from the greatest champion. It's showtime, everyone. Take a good look, you two. The Grass-type Pokemon Grookey, the Fire-type Pokemon Scorbunny, and the Water-type Pokemon Sobble. All right, line up, everyone. Which will you choose? Okay, this is one good thing about being a starter trainer again and whatever's going on here. It's kind of nice to relive this experience. Go on, you pick first. I've got my Wooloo after all. That's the water type, Sobble. It adapts to anything as surely as water flows. Well, that's about as close to Eevee as I'm gonna get, Penny thinks. Going with the water type Pokemon Sobble? Yes, she chose Sobble. Penny does not give Sobble a nickname just yet. This is the type of thing she likes to consider for a while before she decides on it. So it'll be Sobble for you? Nice one. Then I'll go with Scorbunny. You're mine. I'm aiming to be the next champion, so be ready. You and I will be doing some serious training. Yeah, Scorbunny looks like the super competitive type of Pokemon that you would definitely pick. I bet you will be, Hop. That's why I brought these Pokemon along for you and Penny. So the two of you can battle and train and grow stronger together to try and reach me. I'm not doing that, Penny thinks. And you'll come with me. Charizard will show you the ropes. He's strict, but real strong. Real kind, too. All right, enough of all this trainer nonsense for one night. Dinner's ready, children. Bring along your Pokemon and let's all eat. Well, this isn't the worst, Penny thinks, but she'd still like to know what's going on here. And sure enough, next morning, she gets another phone call. But not really a helpful one. You're going to arouse suspicion checking your phone this often. Hold on, who is this? If you're so desperate for information, go inspect that dilapidated fence that your friend's Wooloo was ramming itself into. I'll contact you again when it's relevant. And with that, the call ends. Penny does check the fence and doesn't immediately see Wooloo around. She should probably check in with Hop before inspecting any further, though. All right, listen up, new trainers. Believe in yourself and your Pokemon. If you trust one another and carry on battling side by side long enough, then someday you might even become worthy rivals for me, the unbeatable champion. What are you looking at her for, Lee? I'm the one who'll be coming to challenge you. If you think Penny might be able to challenge you, then I guess she's my first rival. Just having a Pokemon with you doesn't make you a real trainer, you know? Proper trainers raise their Pokemon up to be first-rate in battle, too. Oh, you think you're worthy of calling yourself such a proper trainer already, Hop? Guess I'll be the judge of that. Let's see how you handle yourself in a battle against your friend first, if she's up for it. Me and Scorbunny are ready to have a go anytime. What do you say? Willing and ready to take on Hop in the first ever Pokemon battle of your life? Believe in your partner Pokemon, and care for them too, with all your heart. Do those two things, and I'm certain you'll learn to choose the moves that suit your Pokemon. And more importantly, to have a champion time battling with them. Well, yes, and that knowing tight matchups is also helpful, Penny thinks. Looks like everyone's on board, Pokemon and trainers alike? Then let's do this. I've watched every match that Lee's ever had. I've read every book and magazine he left behind at home, too. I know exactly what to do in order to win. And Penny is challenged by Pokemon Trainer Hop. It felt so weird to battle without her BBs, but Hop wouldn't let her say no for long. And he opens with Wooloo. She opens with Sobble because that's what she's got. A Pokemon battle it is then. I've got two partners with me. It does seem like the Sobble's got a little bit of a strength advantage, Penny thinks. The Wooloo mostly battles fences. So, Leon calls out as the battle begins. You spent the whole night with that new partner of yours, right, Hop? You two getting on all right? Understanding one another? Maybe even built up a bit of love? Of course I have, Lee. Penny's made fast friends with her Sobble, too. But I'm not planning to lose to her and miss out on my chance to beat the unbeatable champion. And even though this is a battle, Penny is really having a hard time getting over how dang cute the Wooloo is. And how fluffy. It's not over yet. I've added another trusty ally to my team. And he sends out Score Bunny. Well, Sobble learned Water Gun really early, so she's gonna take advantage of that. Oh, did you already know about type advantages? Yes, clearly I did. Penny watches as the opposing Score Bunny goes down. And the future champion, etc., etc., Trainer Hop is defeated. You beat my 2 Pokemon with just your 1? You and that Sobble are too much. Well, that was a shock. Guess I know now why Lee thought he should give you a Pokemon too. You and your Pokemon all fought hard. Made me almost want to let out Charizard and join in on all the fun. Good effort out there, Sobble. Why don't I get you all sorted out? And Penny, you've got real promise. In fact, I've got a favor to ask of you. Be a real rival to Hop, would you? Push him and make the both of you stronger. I already want to get stronger and stronger. You've seen me battle now, Lee, so come on. You've got to let me take on the Pokemon gyms. You? Join the gym challenge? You think you're ready for the single greatest competition in the Galar region? Not putting the cart before the Rapidash there, little brother. And if that's what you really want to do, you two have a whole lot you need to learn about Pokemon. Especially your friend Penny. Before you think about getting gym badges, best to think about getting a Pokedex. A trainer's Pokedex helps them learn lots of things about all the Pokemon out there, including their strengths. But it's more than just a collection of data, you know? It's a record of a trainer's love and passion for Pokemon training. Wait, the app's not on my phone yet? Right, we get it. Pokedexes then, we're on it. Looks like it's off to the Pokemon Research Lab for you and me, Penny. That's the kind of enthusiasm a trainer needs. I'll let the professor know to expect you. I'm gonna be the next champion, so completing a simple Pokedex will be nothing. Just another page in the tale of my legend. You better go tell your mom that we're heading out, though. So yeah, Hop, before we get to the professors, I wanted to ask about... Penny, did you hear that just now? The gate's open, and that Wooloo there. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. It was tackling the fence pretty hard earlier. You don't think it actually broke through there, do you? Well, we gotta go in. But it's off limits. No one's supposed to go in there. I remember the professor's granddaughter went in once, and she came back in a real state. And that was nothing compared to the earful she got from the professor afterward. Penny, what do you say? Well, now I don't know. Right. No one wants to get in trouble, least of all me. But deep down, you really want to save that Pokemon too, don't you? Hope you're ready for anything, Penny, because we're going in. Wait, why are you smiling about this? Can't believe I'm doing this. That Wooloo, where do you think it got off to? The fog is really coming in thick now. If we don't find that Pokemon soon, this might be trouble. Great, I'm hiking into a creepy forest because a mysterious stranger told me to over the phone. Is this retribution or something? Okay, whatever Pokemon is stalking me and is capable of memory wipes, I'm really sorry about all the times I hacked people's phones to call them. I'll call people the normal way from now on, okay? This does feel familiar, like it happened before. I was running through the fog after something. Or someone? Who was it? Okay, I know I definitely was not trying to chase a rookity. Sobble can take care of it, though. Guess I still need a proper name for you. Maybe a play off of Vivi? Sobble... Sob? No. Cece. Maybe. I'll think about that. Did you hear that? Was that a Pokemon crying out, you think? How would I know? Another Squavette. A friend of mine had one of these on his team, I think. Arvin, yeah, that was it. But I feel like I haven't seen him in forever. Like he moved really far away or something. Wish I could catch this. Might help me remember more stuff. But no Pokeballs, so... Nice job, Cece. Yeah, I'm liking that name. Come on, Penny. The Wooloo might be down here. So could a threat to our lives. This is mad. I can't even see my own hand in front of my face. Now I get why this place is off limits. What the... What in the... Was I trying to catch this? What is it? Go, Cece. Let's try Pound. The mysterious Pokemon's gaze is fixed on me. What? The move had no effect on it? Okay, no effect with normal means it could be a ghost type. So let's try Water Gun. Okay, creepy. Penny, I can't see anything. You okay? Growl at it, I guess? Still no effect. I can't see anything. Ah! Hop, Penny! What, Lee? How did you manage to find your way here? You're pants with directions. You always get lost. Oh, that's nice to hear from the little brother who had me worried sick. I'd been waiting ages for you two, and you never showed. Of course I came looking for the both of you. Wait, where's the Wooloo? We were trying to rescue that Wooloo. The little chap's just fine. Though all of you had fainted by the time I found you here. You know this place is out of bounds. But it took courage to come in here all the same, and I can understand well enough why you did it. You did good, Hop. At least that Wooloo's all right. Yeah, Penny? I thought we'd had it when that weird fog started rolling in and that mad Pokemon attacked. But at least it wasn't all for nothing. Attacked by some mad Pokemon? What are you talking about, Hop? It seemed loads stronger than any Pokemon I've ever seen, and it just had this sort of presence. Our moves didn't even touch it. I mean, really, they seemed to pass right through it. Your moves passed right through it. So, the fearsome Pokémon they say live in the Slumbering Weald. Are they actually illusions or something? Get strong enough and maybe the two of you could be the ones to reveal the truth someday. For now, let's simply get out of this place. You'll be alright as long as I'm with you. Even if we did get an earful from Lee, what an experience! This'll make a pretty fine first page in the tale of my legend. Don't forget to tell your mom we're off to Wedgehurst now. She'll go spare if you leave without a word. Even worse than Lee just did. Right. Okay, I do remember Mom, and she looks more or less the same. Hair's a bit longer, and she wears glasses all the time now. But Dad and Peonia aren't around. I guess Sis could be at school, but... Oh, well, isn't that Sabo just a sweetheart? And yes, I heard the news from young Leon. I'm glad someone bothered to tell me. Off to Wedgehurst, are you? Yeah, sorry. Mom, got any Pokeballs I could use? And literally anything else I can wear? Of course, here we are, plus a little pocket money for your journey. Buy yourself a little something at the Pokemon Center. Maybe some potions or something. Remember that Sabo will battle to the very end for you, so don't go pushing the poor dear too hard. And you, Sabo, look after my little Penny. Come home to rest any time that you need. After all, east or west, home is best. Okay, let's get going down the road. Armed with Pokeballs this time. Here we go. This is quite the big step, you know? My first step to becoming champion. Guess I'll probably train up Scorbunny a bit by having it battle against Pokemon in the grass. You should get yourself to the building with the purple roof and the great red and white ball mark on the front. That's the Pokemon Research Lab. Right, I'm more focused on making some catches. It's a great plan until she gets another phone call. Did your stroll through the Slumbering Weald revive your memories? No. A shame. Perhaps if you had Pokemon closer to your original team members, catch a few Pokemon here, then initiate a couple of those surprise trades when you arrive at a Pokemon Center. I have connections with the the young woman that Hop referred to earlier. I'll make some arrangements. Yeah, okay, that's not creepy. Penny checks her bag as soon as she can on the road. Looks like Mom packed me a basic gray hoodie. Oh, and one of those souvenir Calyrex sweatshirts from home. Dad was so excited when these came out. He picked up like a dozen of them. I hope he and Sis are okay, wherever they are. She reaches into the pocket and actually finds a pair of her old glasses. Wait, how has she been going without them this whole time? She tries them on and things do look a bit clearer, but it's not nearly as stark a contrast as it should be. Something is seriously weird. As Cece continues to gain experience with each catch, Penny's anxious mind latches on to the most mundane things she can think of. First, she debates whether to leave the glasses on or off. Then she can't decide which piece of outerwear covers the ugly pink top better, and keeps switching between them while trying to deal with the wild Pokemon battles that are constantly popping up. I seriously need to get my act together. Okay, so I caught a Nickit, a Yamper, Squavit, a Rookidee, and a Blipbug. That should be enough for some surprise trades, right? Well done. You reached the goal and managed to find the Pokemon Research Lab. You did a far sight better than I did my first time. I'm hopeless with directions. See how your world has already grown, all thanks to having Pokemon with you? I know I'm sure glad I've got Charizard with me, to keep me from getting lost all the time. Now, in we go. I've got to give it to Professor Magnolia. Everything in here looks fascinating. Cutie! So cute. I'm focused, she thinks. What is it today, Leon? Looking for info on another never-before-seen super strong Pokemon? I wish you'd stop with these outlandish requests. Good to see you too, Yamper. Yamper here is a real champ when it comes to helping you find your way around. He came to my rescue plenty of times back in the day when I got lost on the road. Oh, yeah, and that's his trainer, Sonia. Well, what can I say about Sonia? Well, I like the way she cooks. She makes food that you can gobble down in a flash. What kind of introduction is that? Did you forget we were rivals during our gym challenge? It wasn't just Yamper helping you out, I did too. Anyway, nice to meet you. Name's Sonia. I'm the professor's assistant. This is Penny. She's a new Pokemon trainer. Set her on the right path, would you? Who does he think I am? He's always got his head in the clouds. It's no wonder he gets lost all the time. Oh, it looks like you've got a Rotom phone. Hey there, Rotom. Rotom phones are handy little things, aren't they? They've got a map and a navigation tool. That said, Leon still gets lost, so... Oh, sorry. So tell me, do you know a lot about Pokemon? No, not really at all. Don't worry. Here, I'll make it so you can use the Pokédex on your Rotom phone. There we go, finally. Just so you know, that Pokédex is a gift from my Gran. Could you let Gran know that you received the Pokédex? She lives in the house down along Route 2. So that was Magnolia's granddaughter. Guess she's training her to be a professor too. So is she the one who went through the Slumbering Weald before? The one that weird caller has connections to? I'll see if I can bring the topic up again next time I run into her. Listen, Penny, I've been thinking. If you're a Pokemon trainer now, you must want to try your hand at the gym challenge, right? The gym challenge. The gym challenge, mate. The annual competition where trainers can battle it out for the right to challenge the champion. But the trick is that you've got to be endorsed if you want to take part. And Lee doesn't think I'm up to snuff. So I'm thinking I ought to talk to the professor and see if she could help. You've got to take part too. A proper rival is just the thing every trainer needs to keep getting stronger after all. Keeps you motivated, right? The professor's house is way down at the end of Route 2, so let's head there and give our teams the chance to train up along the way. Well, I do want to talk to the professor. Look, there's the professor. So, have you unraveled all the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon yet? Oh, goodness no. The whole thing is still full of questions. I'd hope that my granddaughter would be able to take over my research, but... Dear me, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice my guests. My name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now, come, let's head indoors. Why, Hop dear, I see Wooloo has made some new friends. And you must be Penny. I trust you received the Pokedex from Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it complete in no time. You must already know about Dynamaxing, right, Penny? Professor Magnolia here has been doing research in the Dynamax phenomenon for years and years, and it takes a proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamax to the fullest. Oh, there you go again, Leon. Always talking about Pokemon. There are other things worth knowing about, too, you know? Like how many different types of tea there are. Hey, Professor, do us a favor, would you? Help me convince Lee he should endorse us for the gym challenge. Oh, Leon, why wouldn't you endorse them? Hop and Penny only just started out as Pokemon trainers. There's still loads they don't know yet. Dearie, I thought your dream was to have everyone in the Galar region become strong trainers. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong. That goal's precisely the reason I gave them both Pokemon, in fact. Right then. In that case, how about this? Let's see if the two of you can show me such a brilliant battle that I'm left with no choice to endorse you. And don't worry, I'll make sure both your teams are in good shape before the battle starts. Right, I'll be waiting outside, Penny. Hurry it up, Penny. You've got to battle me. So I can get myself that endorsement. You remember what I asked you, right? I think you've got potential, and that's why I want you to be a real rival to Hop. And that's direct from your champion. I'm gonna become the greatest Pokemon trainer there is, and to do that, I need that endorsement to take part in the gym challenge. Come at me with everything you have, so we can prove to Lee that we've got what it takes. Of course. I'm rather interested in seeing how you two young trainers battle too. Listen, you two, the reason I'm unbeatable is because I learn from every battle I see or take part in. That's how I've gotten to where I am today. So show me something good in this battle. It's time for my legend to begin. So Penny is once again challenged by Pokemon Trainer Hop. And again opens with Wooloo. And she again opens with Sobble. Cece. Have you gotten a bit stronger? Me and my team will put you to the test and see. Penny feels kind of bad here because this battle obviously means a lot to Hop, but she's pretty lost in thought, and whenever he calls something out to her, it's more or less background noise. Almost like it's echoing from far away. Okay, now that I've actually got the Pokedex app, I can get some of those surprise trades going like that weird caller suggested. I mean, I guess they'll be okay, right? Well, look at you. Seem like you've really learned your type matchups. I mean, I'll hang on to Cece, of course, and maybe Squabbit too. It might help me remember some more about my friends. And if I can get more memories about them, maybe I'll remember more about my family too. Let's think this through. It'll be a close one, but that's exactly my sort of match. If Dad's not at home, and we haven't moved to Freezington yet, what does that mean? Is he back to being a gym leader in whatever this reality is? Well, I guess I can't ask Mom or anyone here without sounding crazy. And I need them to think I'm sane if I'm going off on my own. Though if Hop wants to do this whole gym challenge thing so badly, and if Dad is a gym leader again or never left, I should be able to find out on my own easy enough. Oh, is the battle over already? Ugh, gutted that I lost, but I'd expect nothing less from my rival. And I even got my Pokeball throw perfect, too. The sting of defeat and the joy of victory. I guess going through both is the key to the two of us getting stronger, right? Penny? Hop? Well, after seeing a match like that one, I suppose I've got little choice but to give you both my champion endorsement. Takes the letter of endorsement. Yes! Thanks, Lee! I swear, I'm going to win my way through the gym challenge to reach you. You may both be young still, and plenty rough around the edges, but it was a proper battle. Charizard and I were both feeling the excitement in every last cell in our bodies. Hop, you've always tended to get caught up in things like how you throw your Pokeball out. Things like that have nothing to do with real strength. Honestly, I've been worried about you still obsessing over that sort of nonsense. But it seems you really have grown a bit, little brother. And I'd like to see some more thrilling Pokemon battles out of you too, Penny. All right, Penny! You and me are going to train up against one another to aim for that champion's title. Against one another? Well, that's the way of it if you've got a great rival, just like you've got me and I've got you. Huh? What's that? Penny, would you look at this? They're wishing stars! Since there are two of them, you should take one yourself. Wishing star, I think I remember what these do. The Dynamax bands, right? Yeah, with one of these, my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're gonna be massive! Trust you to pull something like this. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their heart, you know? I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever! There, I've said it 3 times, so surely my wish will come true now, right? Oh, don't be silly, Hop. Those wishing stars are composed of a curious sort of rock containing unknown power. They are one of the Galar region's most precious resources. They won't do a thing for you in that state. Give them to me now and I'll have you sorted. All right, you've done heaps of research on the Dynamax phenomenon, haven't you, Professor? Then please, give Penny and me the power to Dynamax our Pokemon! First we got to battle against that mad Pokemon in the Slumbering Weald, and now this? It really feels like we're getting caught up in the adventure of a lifetime. I do understand your excitement, young man, but don't get carried away. You want to save your energy for tomorrow's journey. Oh, seems like I came back home right in time for all the excitement. Hey, you lot, why not have some dinner? You must be hungry, right? I've been totally obsessed with making these latest trendy curries. Well, Penny will always take curry. It's morning at last, and time for our adventure to truly start. Good morning to you, young challengers. Hop, is it really true that you met some Pokemon you don't recognize? Is there anything more you can tell me about it? Well, there was this weird heavy fog, and then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. Penny tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. A right fount of information you are. Penny got a Dynamax band from the professor and slapped it on her wrist. Those are your Dynamax bands. I made them by fitting the wishing stars you found last night into those bands. Thanks, Professor! This is brilliant! It's just like the one Lee has on him, too. Now we can Dynamax our Pokémon like he does. My word, you don't waste any time, do you? I think you'll find it's not so simple as all that. There are a number of conditions you must meet if you hope to have your Pokémon Dynamax and take on that gigantic form. Now, don't be afraid to go to all sorts of places and meet all sorts of Pokémon. That will help fill out your Pokédex, too. The legend of my reign is about to begin. Come on, Penny, let's hurry to the train station and catch lots of stuff on the way. Oh, quit being so pushy, Penny thinks, then reconsiders. I guess I shouldn't be judging him so much. He's just excitable, like Nimona. And it's not like he knows what's going on with me. Come on, Penny, you'll never beat me to the station at that rate. Everything's a competition. Maybe he is Nimona. She pauses by the Pokémon Center, but it doesn't look like trading will work here. Maybe their Wi-Fi's down? She'll have to try again at the next one. So, out with it, Penny. How many new Pokémon did you catch? I got a really special one. And you got... 0. Wait, not 1? What were you doing this whole time? You're gonna want a team if you're a trainer. Well, here's your present anyway. Present? What for? That's a technical machine. A TM, mate. With a TM like that, you can teach your Pokemon a new move in a flash. And you can use them again and again, too. That one can teach the move Swift. Lee gave it to me ages ago, and now it's yours. The gym challenge will begin in Modestoke. And our train's waiting, so let's go. I know what TMs do, I just didn't expect... Thanks. Not quite so fast, you two. What are you doing here, Mom? I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Score Bunny as a partner, darling. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. No matter what happens out there, if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine. Thanks, Mom. And just think how lucky you are. Mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. Because I'm certain to be the champion next. You'll see. Of course you will be, darling. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome back home anytime. We'll be fine. Wish us luck. Not that we'll need it. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out there, just waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me even faster than that train can go, Penny. Come on, we're off. Modestoke is surrounded by a vast wild area. Yeah, it's a real sight. There's all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering about. They're everywhere you look. Plus, you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. I'll pass on the camping, but if you like it, go and enjoy. Hey, Mr. Station Master. isn't this the wild area? What are we stopped here for? Yes, this is the wild area station, make no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of wooloo on the tracks. What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant! What is? This wild area is massive! You get it, don't you, Penny? This is the best possible place to put together a team. The greatest team! I had the greatest team. I'm currently trying to get them back. Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. It is beautiful. That's Modestoke, way off that way. And between there and here are countless new Pokemon just waiting for us. Oh, hello, Hop. It's that trainee professor again. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those two young trainers are setting off on a journey, but now, what are you doing with your new life? Ouch. Professor, what do you mean? Never you mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I'd been quite curious about that Pokemon you two met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it so the timing works out fine. Because if I discover something really huge, then Gran will admit I've got some talent. So, being an adult has its own challenges? Is that what you meant by your new life? I said you needn't worry about it. I'll be glad to be on the road, really. It's been ages. It'll be great fun to fish and camp and, rough it outside again. Well, I'm off to stick my head in as many of those glowing red dens as I can find. I'm gonna battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon, fill in another page in the tale of my legend. What cheek! Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. You'd better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too if you want to take on something that strong. You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. Anyway, with that, let me send you off with a little treat from me. The Pokemon box link. Oh, right, so I guess I couldn't have traded before anyway. With the Pokemon box link, you'll be able to put your team into boxes. Nice, right? So go catching as many Pokemon as you like. And fill in some more of your Pokedex. Okay? The wild area is waiting for you. Go out and have a real adventure. Well, she didn't sound very confident, Penny thinks. And she does not get far before there's yet another phone call. I've not received any alerts of trades from you. What is the delay? You remember I'm a new trainer, right? I didn't even have a Pokedex until a little bit ago. Yes, that is true. Let's try a different approach for now, then. Visit a salon at your earliest convenience. Huh? Why? I find a good cleansing often awakens our hidden thoughts. Sure. Like I wasn't going to do that anyway. Pardon? Nothing. Listen, young lady, there is a lot riding on this. Let's do without the defiant teenage attitude. Shall we? So Penny finally arrives in Modestoke. It's certainly a big change from the tiny little town she's used to. But she won't solve anything by being scared. And plus, she should be excited. The salon's right there, so she can finally get a real hair change. Penny walks inside. She describes to the stylist what she wants, but apparently they can only do a single color here. Makes no sense. She sighs and, after some debate, asks for her hair to be cut short and dyed blue. She settles down into the chair and is just about to relax when she sees herself in a mirror for the first time. This can't be right. She's still a scrawny tween, but she has a completely different face. Seriously, what is going on here? And we will end it with that. Hope you enjoyed this so far. I don't really have a timeline for the next one yet. This was more experimental than anything else, but if there's interest, I'd like to do at least one more. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and until next time, happy reading and happy training.